So I had to redo my video, but I'm gonna try to take a stroll and take my time and actually walk and talk. But I feel like the choice of me coming out here, I made a good choice. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to come out here. I know people, but I don't know them enough to be like, oh, well, me and my sister into it. Can I crash at your house? I don't have it like that with nobody. So it's not like I can say, oh, well, anytime I want to go visit somewhere, I'ma always have somewhere to stay until I'ma have somewhere to stay until you know, all is well. I can't say that. My support system is not like that. I got people who says, well, you 32 years old, you should be able to do this and that, or, oh, well, you 32 years old, you a grown-ass woman, basically. Or you 32 years, and don't nobody really supposed to lay down and care that you know, going through shit. Because we go through shit, too. Like, the mindset of motherfuckers out here, it's like really blowing the fuck out of me because it pisses you off to the point where you don't even want to fuck with their ass. You get what I'm saying? And girl, you ain't had to wait. My ass walking slow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I don't know. I don't have it big where motherfuckers fuck with you the same way you fuck with them. It's always me like, okay, can I get the orange Dutch pack? Yeah, the one with the orange. Yeah. Can I get two of those? Thank you. And how much is y'all lighters?
249.
How much is this? Let's see if I got enough.
287.
For that?
Yeah.
Okay. Would I have enough for the lighter?
No.
Not the small ones? Y'all don't have a small? Okay, I get it somewhere. Thank you. Can I get a bag? Thank you. Have a good day. I always gotta go from this store to the next store just to get something. Like, damn, they ain't never got two of everything. Like, they, like, you know, like, different type of stores, they have, like, big lighters and shit. This store, they got big lighters, but they don't have, like, bro, they don't have the lighter that I want. And it's really gonna piss me off because I don't want to have to spend no more money. And that store closed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna take a stroll. Okay. So I was saying I'm the black sheep of the house, of the family, out of the whole family. I'm the most hated. I'm like the chosen one spiritually. But it's like something about my spirit that pisses people off, and I never understood why I tend to piss people off and I don't even do anything to nobody. A part of me is just like want to be over the whole family thing. If I had the support where I say, oh, well, I want to go out of town for a couple of months, or I want to go out of town for a couple of weeks, I want to be able to have somebody in that location who don't mind me staying at that location with them, and they won't throw oh, well, when an argument come because you forced it, all this time it's been cool. I'm quiet. My sister take it to the point where you have to argue with her. If it's her way or get out of her house, basically. And if you don't do what she say, then you can't stay with her. I'm not trying to live with you. I would never ask you to live. I would be homeless before I ask a family member, can I move in with them? I would be fucking homeless before I say, I need help from somebody out here. I'll move back here, but as far as me moving back here, I will move by myself because there's more opportunities out here than it is elsewhere. And how I feel is, I feel like motherfuckers will take advantage of you because they can't get what they want out of you. A reaction, money, whatever they want out of you, they can't get it. So they try to nitpick around and beat around the bushes to get a reaction out of you. Then when you give them what they looking for, now it's a problem. Now you want to fight. Now you want to argue. But this motherfucker can allow you to come out of town and just stay with them all because you family. You get what I'm saying? You let everybody in the family move in with you, right? You might have said it to them, but at the end of the day, why open your doors to anybody, family, friend, whatever, and then try to get mad when shit don't go your way because you ain't got nobody. If your kids need to be babysat, you don't have nobody because you burning and breaking bridges with every fucking body that you know. And then on top of that, you mad because your kids don't listen. Like, yeah, I can say, oh, I want to see my nieces and nephews and this and that and that. And this family is just so out of order. Like, it's so damaging, so traumatic. Like, it's so annoying to be family with these people that I'm related to. It is. And when I said I wanted to come out here to visit, I really necessarily wasn't talking about my family. But if I had people other than my sister out here that I could go to their house anytime I want to and make a happy home, I would most definitely do that. You get what I'm saying? I got friends that I'm able to probably say, can I come over for 2 weeks or something? And then go to another friend's house the other 2 weeks. And then go to another friend's house the other 2 weeks. I mean, but I'm helping out at the house and shit. You know, I'm not just sitting there free balling and shit. I'm not. But it's just like, you don't want to do it out the kindness of your heart. It's what I'm trying to say. Out of everybody, I gives nobody no trauma, no hell, no drama. I don't give them nothing. I don't say nothing to nobody as far as drama go. You have to force that shit out of me. You have to argue with me in order for me to argue with you to go back and forth with you. It's not drama if I'm not arguing back and forth with you. You get what I'm saying? It's only drama if I'm allowing you to argue with me. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not okay to let people talk to you any type of way. Sometimes you have to defend yourself. And I need to learn my lesson on that. I need to stop allowing people the first time to disrespect me the second and third time. Because then they get me fucked up. Because I'm trying to understand what's the point of you being weird. I'm not understanding that. Motherfuckers can talk to me any type of way, do me any type of way. Tell me I can come out here. We talked about this weeks before I came. It ain't like I just said, oh, well, I'm finna pick your house to come to your house. No, this was well thought out days and weeks before we even talked about the shit. You get what I'm saying? It's June. I've been said I was coming out here as a visit, right? For the summer. You taking it as somebody want to move in with you, then talking about eviction and this and that and that and this, 30 days, and you got 30 days to move like you went to court or some shit for this shit. You mean to tell me they finna put you and your kids out? You ain't got no boxes prepared. You ain't got nothing packed up to move. Everything is just out in the open as if you live there. So I'm kind of confused. I am. You ain't putting nothing to the side. So when I went to church this morning, I got out around 2 o'clock. So this was the whole issue between me and my sister. Me and my sister always, since my sister don't have nobody like my mama, my other sister, living with her, it's not a problem. I'm not the drinker. My little sister is the drinker. You get what I'm saying? So if my little sister was here right now, my sister now, my niece and my little sister would be drinking right now. Lit as fuck. They both will be throwing out an argument from somewhere. Now that I'm not the drinker, I'm the smoker, but I pays attention to what I do. It ain't just me drinking and smoking, right? I'm not gonna smoke with everybody that you know. Just because you do it don't mean I have to. I smoke not because I'm an addict and I can't get myself to stop smoking. I smoke when I'm going through some shit and I want to talk to somebody and I just feel like I want to cry sometimes and I just want to stop at what I'm doing and just think about the shit that's going on in my life. Like, my sister feel as if when it's about somebody else, she don't give a fuck. When it's about her kids, she don't give a fuck. Whatever she say to her kids, that's whatever it goes. That's why her kids act the way that they fucking do. When she let that motherfucking foot down, as far as she want to let it down, however the fuck she want to let it down, them kids start taking advantage of her and thinking she playing with every fucking thing that they say. Honestly, I've never watched my kid. You know how normal people babysit for their family members? And it's actually, you know, if your family close, it's like drinking water or some shit. You know, you got a good vibe, good visit, family over everything type shit. So, that's not how my family is. I'm a Reynolds. None of the Reynolds family supportive. They supportive of the people that they grew up with, but they not supportive of me regardless of what I go through. The family should love the fuck out of me because I'm the least one that they get to know, that they get to talk to, that they get to even see all the time or be around all the time. Anytime that I say out of force that I'm ready to see my family, that I'm ready to see my friends, I'm not talking about nobody but being comfortable at my own church in this town. That's the only reason why I'm here. I'm not here to be buddies with everybody. I'm not here to pretend like we cool when I know we not. I'm not here to like play hide and seek with people and their feelings. You get what I'm saying? And a part of me, I feel like my work in this motherfucking life is done. And God is just trying to send me warning signs. And he's trying to build people character wide enough so that they can understand me a little bit. I feel as if my prayer to God got called and got answered. And I feel like me wanting to come out here, was a reason I'm out here. It was a reason. Me calling the city to come fix my apartment was my blessing to come out here. And I'm not going to allow nobody to take the time that I need to be here to get everything that I need to get done. So when I go back home, I would not have no issue. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't have no issue. And it's going to be a minute before I actually come back, unless I have a place for myself to go without nobody saying, get out my house every 5 or 10 minutes. Or you don't have to be here. Or I'm finna drop you off, go get your shit. I don't need nobody saying that every 5 minutes. Because my plan been the same plan. I come out here such time, and I leave on the 26th of July. That's what the plan was. This is only the second week, finna start the second week. You can't tell me my apartment done with. This bitch talking about some. So I get from church, we had our 22nd anniversary service. I was begging to come to that service. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't wait to come. Right? I was happy when I seen the date because I'm like, I could work with it. It's the same time that these motherfuckers got to come into the house and fix. I didn't expect it to be the way that it turned out. I didn't expect that. I just expected them to clean the areas that they said that they needed to clean. I didn't even know it was that deep, which is what I told my landlord. I didn't know. I'm not finna be in a house full of dust and unable to eat nothing because my refrigerator fucked up. They got to come every 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not finna do that. So, yeah, if I'm familiar with a place and my church home is here, I got a nursery. I went right back to my nursery, but since it was the 22nd anniversary, I didn't get the chance to see my babies at the church. But we went to church. They did service. It lasted to like maybe 1 something. By 2 o'clock, I left the church because somebody took me home. A church van, right? So I got dropped off around 2 o'clock. It didn't even take us all day to eat. Everybody just wanted to go. They had shit to set up for pictures, everything. But didn't nobody take them. Everybody just wanted to go home. It wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't normal. But I came and supported my pastor and my first lady. And it was that. We ate. I saw my mentor. I saw her. I didn't get a chance to talk to her because I'm shy. And I was hoping before the end of my time here, we had a conversation going. And we got a mutual understanding for the next time I see her or the next time I come out here. My sister trying to end that shit. And it's going to piss me off because I want to see my baby. I want to see my mentor. But that's another story. I came out here because I actually told her I was going to come and see her again. And I actually stopped. So Friday was my first time seeing her. And she didn't expect it. And so I was happy today. You know, I got to see who I wanted to see. It was color coordinated. And, you know, I always get shut down when it's come to my mentor. I don't know why. It's a love thing. I love her. But when I found the right time to actually have time to talk to her, that's when I'm going to do it. But a part of me is just like, I only came down here for my church. I didn't come down here for nobody else. I didn't come down here to kick it with nobody, drink with nobody. I came down here to start my birthday week in July. On the 12th is my birthday week. Then the little baby, my niece, is the July 22nd. So after her birthday, I was deciding to leave. Mind you, this would be my first birthday party of my niece. I ain't had a birthday party of my niece since she was born. So this would have been my first birthday party with her. And my sister's trying to fuck that shit up out of jealousy. It's jealousy. It ain't nothing else. It's jealousy. This bitch jealous of me. You get what I'm saying? And the way that I am, I will grab my suitcase, find me a natural area where I can go and put my shit there and sleep there. I don't know. But then again, I'm like, I ain't come out here for that shit. You get what I'm saying? And if you was going to act like this, you shouldn't even answer your phone and answer the question that I asked you. Because I asked you, you could have said no. Don't wait till somebody come out here and then say, leave my house. And you know I don't drive, but then you say, gas this, gas that. Everywhere you go, I need gas this and that and this. But you my sister though. And where I'm going, it's not even that far. It don't even take up a lot of gas. You just trying to run game and collect my money and leave me with no money. That's basically how shady you is. I just kept calling her shady because she's shady. So I get out of church and I goes to my sister's house. I get dropped off at her house. And I don't see no cars there. So I told the church van, me not knowing, only because I know my little sister, my niece left because both of the cars gone. So my niece left and her mama left, right? So me thinking that it's still kids in the house, right? Because you got my nephew, you got my niece, and then you got my nephew, my two other nephews, right? And I'm just like knocking on the door. Ain't nobody come to the door. Mind you, it was just my nephew in there. So he sleep from the morning time until his mama get off of work and force him to get up. Ain't no way I'm forcing my child who live under my roof. When I say the first time, I shouldn't even have to think about if you up now. Because you should be up right now. If I told you to get your ass up and you still lay in that motherfucking bed as if I ain't said shit to you, and I come in the house and you still sleep, it's a problem, right? So you allow your son to go back to sleep right after you told him to get up. You called him for me and told him that I was outside. He might have been up, just ain't opened the door for me. You get what I'm saying? Couldn't even unlock the door. This is why me and my sister got into it. So I'm knocking on the door. Then I call her. And I asked her, I said, can you call him? Is he in the house or something? All y'all gone? Because why lock all the doors? You could have left the back door unlocked. Don't nobody know your back door is open. But you. You could have left the back door open. I ain't trying to hear none of that because there's plenty of times where I left my sister's house and I left the back door open. But it's something about her that every time I'm around, you get me around to argue with me. Then you try to put me out. Try to bitch me to your friends. And now you and your friends talking about it. You need something to talk to your friends about. You get what I'm saying? The boy that came to me about some ecstasy. You couldn't wait till she left the house to ask me about some ecstasy pills. Knowing damn well you ain't never seen me take no ecstasy pills. You ain't even never seen me say anything about ecstasy pills to you. You ain't never even questioned me about no pills, right? So I'm just thinking to myself like, what the fuck? Ecstasy pills? This man ain't never asked me for no ecstasy pills. He say, you got some ecstasy pills? And then her friend, who I don't talk to, and he don't talk to me around her, he gonna say to his friends, hey, this such and such little sister right here, look at her. She thick too. Like, I don't need you doing that. That's so ugly in men. Like, I hate when men do that. Like, don't do that dirty ass shit. Like, don't put me on FaceTime with your bros. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Same with her other friend that she had sitting at her motherfucking house. He sent him on the fucking camera. Got me on the camera and shit. Like, nigga, I don't know what's up with your friends, but they seem set up type-ish. Like, they in a house for some set up reasons. They not in a house to, match make in heaven. They in a house to either take something from you, to see what you have, or to, like, be weird, basically. And I don't fuck with none of her friends. Every friend that she had, she lost them. Every friend that I had, I stopped talking to. Only because my life didn't revolve around friends. It didn't revolve around family. It didn't revolve around support, guidance, help, resources. It didn't revolve around none of that. And I blame my fucking mama. It's cool though. It is. It's real cool. I like how people treat me. It's real fucking cool. Hold on, I better go to the store and get a lighter. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Long time no see.
Yeah. How's everything with you?
It's good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Y'all got some small big lighters?
Small?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Any color you want?
Red. You got red or pink?
Yeah.
Okay, I get the red. How much is it?
$1.
$1. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Nice seeing you again. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always supportive. I'm always helpful. I help anybody. Even when they don't need help, I help them. And it's just like, it's so fucked up how people do me personally. I ain't never had no good friend where they be like, you got me, so I got you. You never asked me for nothing, but I got you. You get what I'm saying? My sister, my older sister, she was about to travel from Indiana all the way to where I live at, which is maybe 7 to 8 hours away, there and back. She was finna drive that way for free, there and back. I ain't have to pay nothing, right? I ain't have to pay nothing. And this sister, whose house I'm at now, just weird. She say you get up and you just leave. You should be happy I'm not at your house 24/7. You get what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass woman at the end of the day. If I come back, all I know is to do is to call you to see where you at. I know you ain't gone too far. You get what I'm saying? And I know you ain't gone for too long unless you want to be better. That's if I know I'm leaving and not coming back. If I'm leaving and not coming back, I know how to tell you that. But it's common sense to tell you, if it's Sunday, 9 times out of 10, I go to church on a Sunday. And I haven't been here. So that should have told you right there. I literally made eye contact with you before I left. You already know if I'm up early, either I'm going to church or I have an appointment. I don't live out here. So what made you think anything other than I'm going to church? That's weird. So why me arguing with you about me knocking on the door and you not being here? She say, well, he was asleep, so I can't help that he was asleep. First of all, ain't no child living under my roof finna be asleep from sun up to sundown because they feel that every day they can wake up at a later time or they can go to sleep at a later time and thinking they can be up all night on the game and shit. That's not gonna fly in my motherfucking house, bitch. You ain't paying not one bill. So for her to allow him to be asleep from one day to the next day, bitch, what type of parenting you doing? Because at the end of the day, if I tell your ass to get the fuck up and you still laying the fuck down, bitch, I'ma beat your ass because you got me fucked up. I'm not one of these little ass motherfucker friends. That's who the fuck you should have been. You playing babysit with these motherfucking kids and got their ass running over you and shit. That don't have nothing to do with me. So she say, well, he was in the house. Then he gonna say, well, I didn't hear you. So I told them, I say, you don't even want your kids listening to me, first off. Because anytime I'm around and I tell the kids to do something, yeah, I'll be happy to see them for the moment. But I already know how she is, and she messed it up to the point where don't nobody even want to be around her after 2 days. After even a fucking day. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be around her. Because it's just her attitude, the tension, and it's like you act like your house is bigger than what it is, and it's not. You act like it's cleaner than what it is, and it's not. You act like I want something out of your house, and I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing from your house at all. I mean, I thought we was related. You know, I'm just being a relation. I'm in just being in a relation with y'all. It's not the fact that you fuck with me and we cool as fuck. It's the fact that you feel as if you can treat people the way that you want to treat them, but then putting all these friends who don't fuck with you before your own family member. That's some fucked up ass shit. That make people not fuck with you. You jealous of me. It's some envious, jealous ass shit. My mama got her jealous of me. My mama got them hateful towards me. It's not like, oh, I did something to her. Because you had so much energy to tell me that I can go home, get my shit and put it in a car. I'm tired of bitches saying that shit. They'll have you coming to their house, but then saying, go home when they feel like it. Look at them red J's. I seen like 3 of them now. Somebody must be thinking about me. But they say go home. Like if I go to a friend house who argue when they drunk and all that type of shit, they say go home. Get out my house or I'm going to call the police. She's saying the same shit. Go home. Get out my house. Next is I'm going to call the police or something. Like, bitch, what? Or get out my house. You can go ahead and pay me what I need to get paid to drop you all back out home. I don't give a fuck, this and that and that. Just rude as fuck. Like you left on purpose. You and your daughter left in separate cars when y'all could have drove in the same car. Y'all ain't doing nothing but cleaning the car out. All you could have did was kept a car here so somebody will know that somebody is in the house. Y'all don't always have to take 2 cars. That's why I called her ass shady. Because what you taking 2 cars to the same location for? Just to clean it out when you can clean it out in the house. You can clean that shit out for free. Y'all don't want to be around me. That's what the issue is. You keep your kids away from me. And I came down here to see y'all. But it's just like it's always an argument between me and my motherfucking sister. And I don't understand how she got so much anger built up towards me and I ain't did nothing to her. You get what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm sleeping on a little baby bed. A little fake small bed. Why? Because I use a fan for the room. You supposed to, if you got a big ass bed, a king size bed, and your little kids always sleeping in your room, you should have let me sleep in one of the rooms and let the kids sleep with you since they younger. You could have opened that room up. No, you want to take it upon yourself to put me in a little ass bed, which you ain't had to put me nowhere. I put myself in it. But it's just the fact that it's the little shit that bothers me. Then you go on and say, knowing that I have an appointment out here on the 18th, already made up. Then I have to have another appointment to get a checkup to see on why my legs are swollen. And that's going to be days because I have to wait for the appointment and see if they can rush me in before I end up going home. I was going to do that in the process of me being here still. That would have gave me enough time to take the information home that I needed to take home. On top of that, I came out here to see y'all. I came out here to see my church. But 100% of my time is not just in your house. You should be happy somebody is not laid around your house all fucking day. And I get up and get out the house when I can. You get what I'm saying? I'm on my 2 feet walking every fucking which way. You ain't know your feet. And I told her ass that. I say it's a difference between you having 2 cars, you having support, you having people that's there when you need them, that you can call and they pull up on you. You still got people that do that. With me, I don't got nobody to pull up when I need them. I don't got nobody to motherfucking do shit. She like, well, I tried to come to your house before. This was way before I moved here. And they were shooting and trying to fight at the house and shit. And I didn't want it to be no motherfucking fight. I didn't want that shit to be what it was gonna be. So I avoided her for coming in the house because it ain't gonna do nothing but hype me the fuck up to fight. And I didn't want to fight. That's all they do is fight. So I tried to avoid her and tell her, just go, just go. You get what I'm saying? Because they was doing too much. And I already know how they is. Plus, my niece was with her. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't put you out if I didn't know something. I put you out to respect the fact that these motherfuckers can do whatever they want to, whenever they want to do it. And I just found it funny that she went ham, basically. So when I'm knocking on the door, in the process of me knocking, I start to have to use the bathroom. So when she came back and her and my niece was in the house together, my nephew was woke. So I told her, I said, that's shady. And she's like, how that's shady? And I was like, because how come you told me that my nephew was asleep? When I called and knocked on the door, he didn't answer for me. You get what I'm saying? Because you didn't want me to come at the house before you got there. You wanted me to be at the house when you when you got to the house. That's when you wanted me to get to the house. You get what I'm saying? Honestly, basically, I feel like the sun been up. Honestly. You heard me knocking. You didn't bother to even unlock the door to even see where I'm at. Even though you didn't see me outside, because we all know you wasn't going to come outside to check to see where I'm at. So you weren't going to say, I left the door open just in case, so you can get in, as if somebody gonna break in your house. Come on now. Don't nobody be outside your house. So you can't blame it on that. It's just the fact that you wanted to be shady. Your son instantly got up when you got in the house. Either you called his name and he answered, or he unlocked the door and you came in. You want somebody to be at the doorstep every time you come when you got a key. I'm not finna run up and down the motherfucking stairs just to let you in and you got a house key. That's another thing she said. I tried to do more avoiding her than talking to her, because talking to her means we have to sit and argue and fight. And I don't like fighting with nobody about stupid shit. So she's the type of person that'll try to nitpick a fight. She the type of person that'll bring her kids in the picture when her kids already know what the fuck is going on. They already know. Ain't no way your kids don't know what the fuck is going on and how you act. The difference between the other sisters and me. Because not everybody finna argue with you. Not not everybody finna argue. Not everybody finna fight. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel as if I don't like being on nobody else's time. I don't like being at nobody else's house that can say, well, I let you in, but now I'm ready for you to leave as soon as I get here. You cannot say nothing to somebody for so long. You can help them clean their pissy ass motherfucking house for so long. You can, I'm not gonna do that shit all day. She want me, when the kids don't listen, to yell and whoop them, basically, or curse them out. I've never been that type of person. Because as soon as you hit her kids, as soon as you whoop her kids, as soon as you say anything to her kids, she got a problem. That's another argument. She want to fight about it. She want to go back and forth with you about it. Why you hit him? Why you just ain't call me? Why you just ain't tell such and such? She could have got him. What made you do this and do that? Don't you want to know as a parent what your child is doing when you're not around? Like, I would expect my child to know how to act before I leave and when I leave. Not when I get here. And then on top of that, you still fucking up. You get what I'm saying? Honestly, when you showed me the first time that you don't want me fucking with your kids, as if I'm the auntie, I don't have no say in shit, because I don't have kids, as she say. I don't have no kids, so I don't have a say in nothing. You treat me like the weakest link. Now, my little sister, you don't even fuck with my little sister and her kids at all. And y'all the only two that got kids in the family on my mama's side. Ain't nobody else got no kids other than my brother. And you don't even fuck with my brother. The fuck? So it's just like, you burning bridges with every fucking body for no reason, bro. And that's some fucked up ass shit. Because anytime I need her for anything, it could be a life or death situation. My sister's the wrong person to call. She'll have people in the background talking about it. She'll be laughing with everybody. She'll be thinking that shit is funny with my niece and nephew. Like, she's just like the type of person that a laugh when you pass away, or a laugh when you in the hospital, or laugh or judge you when shit go wrong. But you can't laugh at her. She could do everything else to everybody else's kids, yell and scream and do whatever she do. But as soon as somebody do something to her kid, say something to her kid, it's a problem. Now you want to argue. Now you want to call everybody. She a everybody bitch. Like, she called everybody for everything. All her friends be knowing her family issues. She the worst person to talk to. I would never be her friend, honestly. I would use her and take advantage of her. But as far as being her friend, I would never be her friend. Ever. I would never talk to her. I would never do anything for her. Like, and that's my sister, but she will leave you in a life or death situation and don't even contact you after you die. Like, if it was me, she wouldn't even answer. She wouldn't even care. You get what I'm saying? That's some fucked up ass shit. But she the wrong type of sister. And then I say, because my legs are swollen. My legs are swollen. It wasn't as bad as it was yesterday, but it's swollen. So I told her my legs are swollen. The last time I came out here, I had a peel on my chest. Breast cancer run in the family. Everything else we don't know about runs in the family that we don't know about. So I can probably be taking the heat of whatever the fuck is going on. I don't know. Because first of all, you can go to a free doctor all you want to, right? But it's not to say that they're going to tell you exactly what is going on with you. They might lie to you and say, oh, well, this is what's going on. And you're going to be okay, take this medication. And you probably don't even need medication for whatever the fucking diagnosis is. So now you got all these side effects because you taking medication you don't need. And now you got some other fucked up ass shit going on. Right? So I'm just like saying to myself, like, she like, well, I don't give a fuck and this and that and this and fuck you and bitch this, bitch that. And I'm just saying to myself, like, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird because it's like I said, what if something is wrong? You get what I'm saying? And I really need to have surgery for something, right? What if something wrong? And I actually need a doctor. And I actually need help. And it'd be too late. And something end up happening, right? What if her not caring causes me to lose my life? What if her not caring causes me to be in the hospital for a certain amount of time? Not only that, she has, as long as I stay at this job, she has my medical records. Like, she had like the healthcare type shit. I don't know what you call it. But she's on there. So what if you just trying to get money off of me? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck the issue is. But all I can think about is them hating me and wanting me out. I'm close to the end of my life. I am. I done dealt with so much shit. And I'm at a breaking point where I can't do it anymore. So I feel like God is, trying to bring me closer together to certain people that I like and love. And He's trying to allow me to connect with them and talk to them and love on them. And He's trying to allow me to see faces that I don't normally see. And I kind of understand where God coming from. Because He put me right in the face of who I want to be around at a moment. And even though we didn't talk or anything, it was a nice thing to see my mentor, because it's been a minute since I seen her. And, I love my mentor. She got a life of her own. She got a family of her own. She a grandma. She do some shit. But at the end of the day, my mentor don't know nothing that's going on. Nothing. And I just wish that God allowed me to connect with her as far as communicating. Because it was always like that. It was like she was my spiritual guidance in church, my mentor. She was my choir director. She was like the only support I had at church. So when I was at church and they had like programs or events or something, and there was family and friends day or anything, I can always count on my mentor to be there. And I just want it to be a moment where she learned everything that she needs to learn about me, from sickness to everything else. And I just want her to know that I tried the best I can. Because even though we don't talk, it's a reason. But if we was like one-on-one and I was to see her, we will talk and hug. But the first 2 days that I saw her, she smiled at me the first day. But today it was just like, I don't know, just shy, I don't know. But I just feel as if my sister saying, oh, well, she don't care that I'm sick or I always got something wrong with me. I hate when people say that. Or she be like, well, since you got all that stuff wrong with you, you sure ain't going to the hospital about it. Because do you know what that's going to mean for me? I got to be locked in the hospital, can't work, can't do shit, losing hella fucking weight in the hospital, being diagnosed, misdiagnosed, and everything. And you telling me I'm able to do this shit for free. I can't get misdiagnosed. I can get misdiagnosed for free, but I can't just fake nothing. And I can't just fake sickness. I can't just fake being unhealthy. I'm handling it. You get what I'm saying? It's just fucked up that her energy is the way it is. And then you go on to lose somebody. And you don't give a fuck unless it's you or your family, which is your kids and shit. You don't give a fuck about nobody else. And she say, oh, well, you don't give a fuck about me. What you do for me? I'm trying to survive on my own. I'm trying to help myself. I'm barely making it. Which is why my mama had 7 kids and we all separate. I ain't never had mommy and daddy support. And the support that I got from my daddy now, that's coming to an end. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm in this shit by myself. I'm not trying to make no friends that I lose 5 minutes or 5 days from them. I'm trying to find motherfuckers when it's a life or death situation. Don't just accept me when I'm in the hospital. Accept me now. And I don't have them type of people. So it do fuck with me. It bothers me to the point where it makes me emotional. And I got kind of emotional talking about my health because, first of all, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes down to me. You get what I'm saying? And for a motherfucker that don't be around a lot, you should be happy that I'm around. Because I'm the main person that don't come around nobody. Don't talk to nobody. And I have y'all questioning my whereabouts all the fucking time. You would be the person that be like, oh, well, she missing. Call the police. You to be the reason. My mama would be the reason. But I'm not fucking around with nobody. You get what I'm saying? I stay to myself. And you arguing with me, telling me what I can't. I gotta tell you when I'm getting popped. I gotta tell you when I'm going in the kitchen. I gotta tell you when I'm cooking out of the refrigerator. I gotta tell you what I'm doing, when I'm doing, how I'm doing it. If you didn't expect me to watch your motherfucking kids and they can watch themselves, then why do you have a problem when I'm not attending to your kids when you're not here? Talking about they can watch themselves. If they can watch themselves, then they would be in the house by themselves. Technically, they can't watch themselves if they burning food when they in the house and they not listening. So that mean they fighting all the fucking day. They fighting, they arguing, they doing a whole bunch of that shit all fucking day. You mean to tell me you can't manage your motherfucking kids, but you can tell me what the fuck to do? That's what the shit that I go through. My face clean as hell. My face clean as hell. But I ain't going nowhere. I don't care. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here until the time that I said I'm going home. You just gonna have to deal with it. I don't get no fuck. I'll go to somebody else's house, but my shit gonna stay here. I ain't going nowhere. Because I'm the one that got to give you the gas money. Right? But I'm just like, I just wish when I blink, like I just want to vibe with my mentor. I just want to vibe at my church a little more. I just want time, and I'm not getting enough time. I'm getting my time stolen away from me. And that really burned my heart. And that's really going to hurt me when I go back home earlier than what I'm supposed to. Because I go back to a fucked up ass motherfucking house. I go back to dust all over the fucking place. An empty refrigerator. I go back to cleaning up. missing my birthday. I go back to all that shit. I'm not gonna do it. So with that being said, you just gonna have to do what you gotta do. Call the police, call somebody. But at the end of the day, I didn't come out here to stay in your room, which I'm in right now, your son's room. I didn't come here every day to sit around you and your kids listening to you yell and scream. I didn't come here every day. Well, damn, why you here then? You can go back home. Most people won't say that. You get what I'm saying? You will make it comfortable for them. When you sit your kids in a separate area, why you here, and I'm in a separate area, you expect me to come downstairs back and forth just to talk to you? Yeah, I'm good. She the type of sister that will take all your money and don't even give a fuck about you and just tell her kids to turn against you. I can't call my nieces and nephews. I can't text my nieces and nephews. I can't FaceTime them when I want to. I can't add them on social media without a problem. You did that. Them kids ain't doing that. Especially the ones that I watched grow from a baby on up. You turned your kids into one of you, and I don't like that. But it's cool though. She say it's me, but I'm always in a quiet area by myself. Even at home, I'm always in a quiet area. I'm never around nobody. I don't really fuck with nobody, and I stay to myself. If ain't nobody inviting me out, I'm not going. You get what I'm saying? She say, well, you was locking yourself in a room, and what's the point of you coming here if you're not gonna really be here, and you just in the house, and, like, you mean to tell me just because I'm at your house, I can't go to a friend's house? Just because I'm at your house, I can't do nothing? I gotta do it with y'all? That's weird. You get mad because I go to church. So, but all I can think about is motherfuckers being jealous of me. That's all it is, it's jealousy. Like the girl just sitting outside in our motherfucking car. Kids just downstairs, man, their business. I don't know. I'm not going nowhere. I don't get no fuck what she talking about. Yeah, I don't get no fuck. But don't catch no attitude with me and I ain't did shit to you, but ask you why he ain't unlocked the door. But when you come, he unlocked the door. You talk about my health. I don't give a fuck. You got something going on with you all the time. This and that and this. And I told her about my apartment. Well, why you down here? You bringing up a lot of drama and this and that and this. Since you been down here, you've been causing issues. And I was like, well, my house is getting, the only reason why I'm out here is because my house is getting fixed up. What that has to do with me, when you had your old house, you ain't let me come to your old house. And when I asked you to use the bathroom, you ain't let me use the bathroom. First of all, because my motherfucking toilet was taken off. Dust was every fucking room. If I can't stay in a motherfucking house, what makes you think you can stay in the house? It was dusty. Tissue was put up. You wouldn't have no tissue. You wouldn't have no soap. Fuck, I'm gonna let you sit here and touch lead paint for. That's weird as hell. That's dumb as fuck. So she had to say something about that. So every time she get in an argument, the stuff that she held in is the stuff she gonna dish out. And I hate that about her. But it's cool though. Everybody that's burning bridges with me now gonna feel it first. They gonna feel it first. I'm telling you, everybody that's doing something negative to me, pulling me to the curb, pushing me to the curb, just doing a whole lot of weird shit, they gonna feel it first. And I can't wait. I'm just allowing people to do whatever they want to do. Because when sickness and health come in it, I come through for everybody. So I'm just like, I'm not comfortable. I bought all these clothes. I only been down here for a week. and already go home. And then that means when I go home, I still got to deal with these people being in the apartment. The apartment's still not finished. I'm not going to do that for a whole month. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with me and this and that and this. Because I'm really not going to pay you to tell me I got to go home. And I'm telling you I don't want to go home right now. To protect myself. It's not livable. You ain't never had your motherfucking apartment opened up. I have. And I have to deal with that shit when I get back. And I'm not ready for that shit. The fuck? But it's cool though. That's the shit that I have to go through with this system. Everybody else is cool. But it's just this one right here. It's always the argument. This one and my little one. My little one started drinking. At first, she wasn't even drinking. Motherfucker started passing away and shit started happening. She just started drinking and smoking. That motherfucker ain't drunk and smoked for some years. Now all of a sudden she get around my sister and she's smoking and drinking. Like, even had her and her kids move out. Girl. But it's cool though. Everybody else, I don't talk to nobody ain't been on social media. I ain't did nothing since I've been here. Nothing. She want me to spend all my money so they can have money. And I'll be broke out here. And be needing her for some money. She want me to ask her for a weed so she can get money out of me. Now she's just sitting in the car thinking I'm finna just put my shit in the car. Bitch, you got me for it. Because you don't have to tell me. I'm not going nowhere. I would sleep outside, bitch. But I hate when people they do, there's plenty of people that told me to get out their house. One of them tried to record jumping me, which is my goddaughter, mom. The other one is my sister. And then the other one is on here, but it's when I paid for some weed and she took it as if I paid for her weed. I don't know how that fucking shit happened, but that post is on here. But I'm just like, I'm over it, y'all. This pain, she like, so if you know you in pain and you know you got a lot of shit going on, then why you ain't in the hospital? Because every time somebody go to the motherfucking hospital about something for free diagnosis, free everything, they don't get the answers they looking for. So now they going home suffering. Why would the fuck I go to the hospital just to suffer? Why would I go to the hospital just to get sick all over again? Why would I sit in a motherfucking hospital for years and months and then turn out I'm passing away from something I didn't even know I had, bitch? I just want the real answer so I know what the fuck to do. I don't want no surgery. I don't want none of that shit. You get what I'm saying? If I could save myself, I would try to. But for you to sit here and say, well, you look fine to me, or if it was something really wrong with you, you would have been at the hospital. That says to the motherfucking million people that went to the hospital for something and didn't turn back at the house, they didn't end up coming back home because they passed away at the hospital from being diagnosed from something that they didn't have. Now you have to have a suit on your motherfucking back list. Now you motherfuckers want to sue you for the death of they such. But these motherfuckers, the type of family like, oh, she done for. She out the way. We don't give a fuck. She gone now. The problem is gone. Basically, I'm a problem to everybody. So if I'm a problem to everybody, why not suffer? Why not get sick? Natural causes, right? Why not just accept the sickness? Why go get seen by a doctor and get that shit taken away from me quick, fast, and I heard? Why not just allow it to happen on its own time? Why stop something that I can't stop? I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I'm just reading Google basically and listening to what motherfuckers saying. But I know when something don't look normal to me, I'm gonna speak that shit up. all for me to go home and I go through worse than what I'm going through here because first of all, I have a sister here and I don't have a sister at home. So if all fail and I have to be in the hospital, now I done drove 2 hours away to go out of town and ain't no family member gonna come and see me because I'm here and they there. And she got hella fucking kids. So how's she gonna come somewhere? That's what I gotta think about. My life choices. And I'm running out of motherfucking time. But they gonna see sooner or later. I'm gonna be at they motherfucking bedside while they crying and shit. Well, yeah, me motherfuckers gonna feel it first. And she told me something. She's talking about when I'm knocking on the door, I had told her, because it's in my head to keep saying it. When I knocked on the door, I had told her, I said, I was knocking on the door, and she was like, well, I got here, and you wasn't outside. I said, because I had to use the restroom. So I had to go to a gas station that had a restroom, which is blocks up the street. She said, but you still wasn't here. I said, well, you take a stroll down the motherfucking street on your foot, and you tell me how to walk for you. Because you ain't never had to walk nowhere. Fuck. You always got a ride or somebody always fucking took you somewhere. Or you had your own motherfucking car. You ain't never been without something. And even if you is without something, you know if you got kids that they could go somewhere until you get straight. Me, I can't go nowhere until I get straight. Fuck. I'm broke. I'm just broke. I'm suffering. I'm just suffering. I'm dead. I'm just dead. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck until they need you, until they want to use you and take advantage of you. But guess what? They gonna feel it first. They gonna feel it first. I'm not even. They said it's coming from me not drinking water. I don't think it's coming from me not drinking water. It was worse than this yesterday. I had compression socks and some tight shoes. And that's when it really showed. When I'm walking in tight shoes and shit, that's why I don't like gym shoes. Because when my feet is closed up, it gets swollen. And it hurts really bad. But when I'm wearing flip-flops, it actually hurts. But I'm getting, it's like my body telling me to stop, and I don't want to stop. I keep fighting. And I told my sister, I said, you need to be careful with that shit that you saying you don't give a fuck about. Because sooner or later, you're going to get the information that you don't want to listen to. And you ain't going to know how to fucking listen to that shit. Because at the end of the day, you burn bridges with every fucking body. You help them, and then you burn bridges with them. And then when you need them, they not there. So you're going to have to fend for yourself under pressure every day. You get what I'm saying? Every day. You got somebody else calling him. Calling your kids, son, grandma, all these motherfucking people. But they can't come through when you need them. When your kids bad. Don't nobody want to hang out with no badass kids who telling you what they not gonna do. Ain't nobody finna deal with that. But I don't know. I'm just my birthday next month on the 12th, and she trying to ruin my birthday. She is, and it's some jealous shit. She jealous. She ain't got nobody to drink with. She ain't got nobody to argue with. She ain't got nobody to do nothing. I'm her easy target because she can't argue with her kids. She can yell at them, but she ain't gonna argue with them all day. She gonna call somebody to come over, and she gonna try to make up an argument. She been wanting to say that shit out of her motherfucking mouth. Why would the fuck somebody stand outside all fucking day knowing goddamn well they gotta pee? You don't have nowhere for them to sit, so now you sitting on bugs and shit. On top of that, it's just nowhere to sit. You want me to just sit outside. and wait for you to come from cleaning your car out if that's where you was at. It took both of y'all to clean the car out. Well, you could have cleaned that shit for free here. But it is what it is. I'm good though. Y'all have a good day.